Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, I hope you all are doing great. So guys, in last video already I have started one new topic as we know, right? So that new topic is Java.lang package, right? So in last class I have explained why it is important for us. So without Java.lang package, we can't imagine to start our Java implementation, or we can't write a single line of code, right? So that is the important for our Java.lang package. And already I have discussed what all the classes we have in this package, right? So one very important class that already I have discussed yesterday, that is what object class, right? Object class, guy, why it's important already I mentioned you, and also I have what explain. So how many method we have in the object class, right? So all total we have 11 method, right? So I explained yesterday with this code, right? You can see here. So with this code we come to know, so total we have 11 method in our object class. So our today complete discussion is what object class method. So I can't complete each and every method in single class, right, in single discussion. So I will start one by one. So today our topic, or today our discussion belongs to one method, that is toString method. So in our object class we have total 11 method. So among that, first method is toString method, what I am going to explain today end to end with our code base as well. With the code also I will show you how toString method behaving in our code, in our implementation, in our programming, right? So guys, please be concentrated, please be focused, don't deviate here and there. If you concentrate, so you will come to know what is toString method. In so many places in your project implementation, you may see that toString method. So today I will explain what the importance of toString method, right? So guys, so we'll start this toString method. Okay, this is the first method what I'm going to start today in this video, right? So guys, see, already I have explained all the things about object class in last, right, means last discussion, right? So how many methods we have in the object class, right? So guys, first method what is, that is toString method. I am going to what discuss what is toString method, why it is too much important, right? toString method, right? toString method, guys, right? So guys, please be focused. So if you will concentrate, so you don't have any confusion after onwards. Okay, so guys, see, first thing we need to know, toString method is available inside our object class, right? So already I mentioned in last class also, right, in last lesson, right? So what is the common method, right, which can use every Java class, right? Whatever the method we have in the object class, that method used by the every Java class, right? Because every Java class is what child class of object class. That's why by default you may get this method in your class, right guys? So first thing, need to know when toString method is required. Yes or no, guys? So first thing you should know when toString method is required, why it's need, right? If you know the need of toString method, then you will remember, right? Then you can forget this thing. Okay, why toString method required in our Java programming, right? In Java programming language, why toString method we are going to use, what the purpose, right? So I see the main purpose means, guys, what I'm going to explain here. So if you use toString method, that is what, to get a string representation of any object. What I have told, toString method used to get a string representation of any object of a Java class. If you're going to use toString means what? So how you're going to represent of a what? Object, a string representation. You can say specifically what? A string representation. That means toString method is used to get a string representation of any Java object. So then one question may arise in your mind, guys. So when a string representation of an object is required, what I've told, guys, please concentrate. So then one question may arise in your mind, when a string representation of an object is required. So toString method used to get what? A string representation of an object. Then second question may arise in your mind. So what? When toString representation of an object is required, guys, suppose, just careful observe. Okay, if you have a student object or any what customer object, any payment object, means any type of object, right? Suppose if you have any object like a student object, customer object, yes or no? This guy printing a student object, printing customer object, printing payment object, it is meaningless, right? Yes or no? It's meaningless. If we print reference of an object, if you are going to print reference of an object, means you know internally what JVM is doing. If we print reference of an object, right? If you print reference of an object, internally what JVM is doing, do you know, guys? Any idea? So it converts this object to a string representation using toString method. What JVM is doing, guys? What JVM is doing internally? It converts this object to a string representation using toString method. To a string method. Also, guys, first I will write here one line. Okay. So what is toString method when it required? Means it is used, if I can write here, it is used to get a string representation. What? A string representation, right? So it is used to get a string representation of any Java object. If anybody asks you, okay, why toString method is required, why this method is need, so it is used to get a string representation of any Java object. Correct? That is the main purpose. Correct? So guys, see, whenever if you are going to use the string toString method, so what JVM do internally, it convert the object to a string representation using toString method. Okay, so that with one real-time example or with example we can understand here. So how toString method we are going to use in our implementation, guy. For that purpose, guy, I will explain this thing with our IDE. So already I mentioned you, whatever I'm going to explain in the Java.lang package, I will explain through code. If I will explain through code, so you will remember forever, right? You can't forget this thing. That's my main motive is whatever I'm going to explain theoretically, definitely this thing also I will explain with code base as well. So guys, see, so already I created yesterday one package, right? That is java.com.app. Right? Java mine. What? That package was what the package? 1 minute I will tell you what was the package. Java.lang package. You can see where this one, right? Java.lang package, correct? So guys, in this first I will close this thing. I'm going to close this thing, right? I have closed already. Now I will create one class. In this class I will explain about toString method. So how toString method we are going to use in our code, right? Okay. So suppose I'm going to create one class that is a student. Okay. A student info. Okay. So in this class I will explain how we are going to use toString method. How we're going to use toString method. That means how we're going to print a student info. What? How we are going to use? How we're going to print the student info. Okay, guys. For that purpose, guys, we can initialize to variable. Suppose a string. Guys, please concentrate. It's very simple, but it's interesting, guys. Suppose a string, a student name. A student name, right? This is guy first variable. Second, so if he's a student, definitely he should have some roll number, right? So int, you can put a student roll number. Student roll number. Okay. So guys, we have these two field. Okay. So let's see, in this main method, guys, if I am going to create the object of this student info, right? So how we need to create, guys, object of the student info? We know very well, right? So suppose s1 equals to new student info, right? And guys, one thing I will tell you, so if we want to initialize the object info on runtime, we should have constructor, right? Yes or no, guys? So we know very well how we are going to create the constructor, guys. So just we have one shortcut, create. Sure, you can generate constructor using field, right? So we can generate constructor, right? So already we have created constructor, right? So you can see, guys, already we have created constructor. So guys, see, if we will create here constructor means what? You can see a student info, right? So you have a student name and a student roll number. You can give suppose a student name which Sumit, and their roll number is suppose 100, right? So guys, this is our first student object we have, right? Second, guys, just copy this one and paste here. This thing you know, guys, I hope you all know this thing, right? So suppose we have other student object, that is new student info, that is, guys, Rohit, and the roll number of that Rohit is 101, right? So guys, we have two student, right, with their name and roll number, okay? So guys, see, if you want, guys, print the student information. If you want to print the student information, so how we are going to do, guys? So we have one print statement, right? So sysout, right, that is system.out.println. You can print here s1, right? Guys, if you can use toString method, so how can you get? See, s1 dot toString method we have in our object class, right? Yes or no? Because every Java class is a class of object class. Yes or no? So in this class we have by default toString method there, right? See, you can see, guys, object, that means this method toString method is available under the object class. That's why you can see here object, right? You click one, right? Suppose guys, if you want to present, you want to print other object as well, like what, s2, right? We have two objects of the student, right? s1 and s2, correct? So you can print as well toString, right? With the help of toString, we're going to print only interchange here student object, right? See guys, this is a simple program, right? So whatever student we have, right? So Sumit and Rohit, we want to print the information, right? So let's see what you expect the output. What you expect the output, guys? Anyone? Could you please tell me or guess me? Okay, no problem, guys. I will run this application in front of you and I will see what the response is coming on the console. See guys, let me enhance. Yeah, see guys, you can see here. So a student info at the rate of this go. What is this guy? What is this guy? Because I have printed guys 2 times, right? I have printed 2 times, right? So s1 directly the our what, student object first, and same thing I have printed what, s1 dot toString. You can see guys here the as a response both are same only, right? Both are same only. So once you're going to call s1 dot toString, okay, so what the result printing guys? So student info at the rate of what, hash code. That's the guy hash code. So you can see here whatever the our package, so com.app.java.lang package, then dot name of the class. You can see guys, name of the class is student info, right? So name of the class at the rate of what, hash code. You can see first 2 response are same hash code for both. Why? Because internally what, Java is calling toString method as well, right? To get the string representation of an object. But you may tell me, Amit, you have told toString method we are going to use to get the what, string representation of an object. But we can see here what, student info at the rate of hash code. Then you are incorrect. Then you are not correct. What you have defined definition, what? I have defined definition what? toString method is used to get the string representation of any Java object. But we couldn't see here what, the string representation of any student object. We can see here what, string information as a hash code, right? We don't know what is the what, string representation of string info s1 and s2, because we are not able to print Sumit 100 and Rohit 101. So guys, then you should know why. The question is that why this thing is coming. Even if you are going to use toString method, we are not able to print the exact information what a student have, right? So guys, see, that is the main thing you should know why. So guys, see, so by default object class toString method executed, right? So guys, here by default toString method what, object class toString method is executed here, right? As per object class toString method implementation, what, we are getting the result. So how you'll come to know, might be you may what, want to know, Amit, can you show me how object class what, object class toString method implemented? So toString method object class implemented in such a way guys, so we can print what, student info at the rate of hash code. Means what, object class toString method has implemented in such a way. So class name at the rate of hash code we can print whenever we're going to call toString method in your class. Means what, by default this toString method is what, toString method implementation belongs to object class. So guys, I will show you this thing as well, don't worry. So guys, you come here. I am going here what Java API documentation, right? You can click here. You come here, guys. But guys, see, maybe I will take some more time, but I will what? I will give complete clarification. I will give complete clarification. Why? See guys. So this is a string method, right? Sorry, this is toString method. Type of the string, right? See guys, once you're going to open this one toString. So guys, you can see here what he mentioned here. So toString method of object class is implemented in such a way. See guys. So it's mentioned once you're going to see this internal implementation of toString method of object class. So get class dot get name. Get class dot get name. So you can see here. So get class dot get name. So what is the class? So that is student info, right? Get class by get name. You can see here already. So it's internal implementation get class method dot get name. What is the name of that class, right? After plus at the rate of, after we are going to concat, right? At the rate, then going to call what? Integer dot to hex string hash code method. This is also a method, guy. What I'm going to explain in coming video. What is hash code method, guy? So with this implementation, we could able to see our result in the console, right? Get class dot get name means student info. At the rate of means after we are going to concat at the rate of hash code. After calling the hash code method, we are going to print this hash code value. Right, guys? I hope you understood. So with this implementation, with this by default implementation of object class, we could see the result on the console. Right, guys? Then I hope you satisfied. So why we can able to see in this way our output, but we are not satisfied, guys. We are not satisfied. We want to see this response. Sumit 100, Rohit 101. Yes or no? So guys, means if our class, guys, simple thing. If our class doesn't contain toString method, right? See, you can see in string info, do we have any toString method? So guys, if our class doesn't contain toString method, means what? Then object class toString method executed by default. Yes or no? Means in our string info class, if there is no any toString method is there, means by default it is executing. It is executing what? Object class toString method. Yes or no, guys? So guys, see, if you want to see, so if we want to see as per our string info, yes or no, whatever we have initialized the value Sumit 100, Rohit 101, so need to override toString method in our class. You know, guys, what is override? I hope you know what is override. Override means if child class is not satisfied with the parent class implementation, then we are going to override respective method as per our requirement. Yes or no? Guys, see, this question also so many times asked in the interview. What do you mean by override, right? Method overriding, method overloading, right? So this is the example, guys. This is the place. This is the place you can understood what is method overriding. If a student info class is not satisfied with the object class toString method, because in this class string info, if we are not going to explicitly what override string we are not going to what override toString method in string info class, that means it is taking toString method of object class by default. So if you want to see a string info, right, that means you need to override toString method in our string info class as per our requirement. Yes or no, guys? So guys, for that purpose, simple thing, you need to override. So how we are going to override, guys, toString method? So you can write simple, guys, public what? A string to a string, right? This is method by default what is available in our what object class, correct? No guys? Yes or no? So let's see, we can return what? We can return what? A student name, a student name plus then get what? Plus what? A student roll number. Yes or no? That thing we want to print. Yes or no guys? Simple. If you want to print these two information. So earlier what happening? It was what? Taking object class what? toString method implementation. That what I have already shown you. So that implementation it was taking by default. If we are not going to override toString method in our string info class, so this implementation by default it is taking and giving the result as what you can see in our console, right? Great. So guys, after implementation, sorry, after overriding toString method as per our requirement, so we want to see these two values we need to print. So Sumit 100, Rohit 100, then we'll come to know, okay, so that is the thing. Yes or no guys? So guys, after writing this, after overriding this toString method, we can what? Run the application, we'll see the result is coming as expected or not. See guys, you are seeing right? So guys, Sumit 100, because I'm going to be two times, right? So system.order println s1 and s1 toString, right? So guys, internally it is calling what? toString method by JVM. Yes or no? So guys, you can see Sumit 100, Rohit 101, Rohit 101, right? So this is the result guys. So guys, might be now you understood what I have told the definition of toString method. So if you want to use toString method, if you want to use toString method, that means what? It is used to get a string representation of any Java object. So student info is what? Java object, a student name and a student roll number, right? So how are you going to print? So with the help of toString method. Guys, I hope you clear, right? With this example. Good guys? Okay, leave it. So guys, I will explain one more example. I will explain with one more example, so by which you can understood more clarity. You can get more clarity. Don't worry guys. So just come here. This class name is guys, suppose to a string. Test to a string. Okay. Main method. Guys, please be concentrated. Might you will not get such type of explanation anywhere. If you concentrate, you'll come to know so many things guys. So guys, this is some other example. Test to a string. Okay. What I have told? Test to a string. So how are you going to test to a string method with some scenario? Okay. So guys, see, I am creating one string object. So guys, see, a string s equal to what? New string. Okay. With new code, I'm going to create some object. Suppose object is Amit. Okay. Right. So I have created one string object, right? So guys, see, if I want to print this thing, if I want to print this object, so what I can do guys? Sysout, right? Sysout, I can print s, or you can do means what internally it is doing guys. So you can see here same thing, only I can print what? s1 dot what? Okay, 1 minute. This place I want to show you. This place I want to show what the thing I am going to explain. See guys, if I am going to s dot to a string, guys, you can see here this toString method is available where? A string class. What is guys? A string class. Why it is available in string class. Just you think as of now, I will explain later. Okay, just keep in mind toString method is available in string class, not in object class. Why it is there, what is the concept, I will explain later, but you just keep in mind. And you can see here toString method is available in string class. I will explain why. As of now, you just think. So guys, see now, if I am going to print this result, guys, if I am going to print this result, what you can see? See guys, you can see Amit is there. So guys, tell me why this time we didn't get what a string at the rate of, just like that. Why we didn't get what? Why we didn't get like that, guy? What we know very well in last example, what we got. So dot what? This class name at the rate of some hash code value, right? Right? Why we didn't get this thing, guy? Do you any idea? Guys, this is the concept. This is the concept. If you know this concept, you will clear about the toString method. If you got this concept, means what? You will get more clarity on the toString method, guy. Can you tell me why we didn't get this output while running the application? After running the application, guys, see, simple. So toString method is already overridden in a string class. What, guys? So by default, toString method is overridden in a string class. That's why we are not able to see this response, means class at the rate of what? Hash code. But in last program, guy, in string info is our custom class, right? In a custom class, by default, toString method will be not overridden. We need to explicitly override. Then we can see as our expected response. Then only we can see what? A string representation of the what? Object. Got it, guy? This is the first clue, guy, I am giving you. Just keep in mind. So in a string class, whenever if you're going to use a string class, you no need to override any toString method. Why? Because already by default toString method is overridden in a string class. I will explain some more classes where toString method already overridden. Just watch carefully, guys. So guys, that is the first concept. Okay, just let me copy this thing and paste this thing and remove this thing. Okay, so guys, next concept. So guys, see, suppose if I am going to create some wrapper class object, you know very well what is wrapper class. This time I don't have much time to explain wrapper class. I will explain also wrapper class in coming video. Okay, so guys, see, integer, right? What we know, integer our wrapper class, right? So integer, guy, I equals to new integer, right? Right, right? This is our new integer. Suppose I've done here 10. Okay, I've created one object, right? See here, I've created one object, right? So see, if we want to print this object, right? So what I can do, guys? So just copy this and what? Print. Yes or no? Print means what? I am going to print, suppose, value of this object, right? So guys, tell me, same thing if you can do here. So what the response is coming, guys? Can you expect? Guys, can you expect anyone? What should be the response, guy? What should be the output, guy? What should be the response, guy? Just let me run the application in front of you. You will see the result. Okay, guys. Sorry. See, guys, what is coming? 10. So guys, then one thing also in your mind, it may come, right? So Amit, this time also this should be the response rate. This should be the response rate. Yes or no? So only this place, it should be what? The name of the class, right? Name of the class is what? Integer, right? Yes or no? Why the response didn't came in this way? Why response didn't came in this way? Simple thing है, simple same answer. So in all wrapper class, toString method is overridden. We no need to override explicitly. What guys? So in all the wrapper class, what we have in the Java, in all the wrapper class, all the toString method is overridden. We don't need to override explicitly, just like our previous example in student info class. We have override toString method explicitly. If you are not overriding toString method explicitly, then it will take what? Object class implementation of toString method. Yes or no guys? I hope this concept also you got clear, right? So then first thing is get a string class, and now that is all wrapper class, right? Good. In all wrapper class, toString method is by default overridden. I hope guys you got it, right? So guys, now third concept I am going to explain here. Please be concentrated. So guys, I am taking one collection, array list. Array list. Okay. Suppose AL equals to new array list. New array list. Okay. Good guys. So let's see if I want to add some object into this array list, right? So I can do get al dot add what? Suppose I'm going to print what? John, right? John, right? This is the first object. Suppose I'm going to add al dot add what? Al dot add what? Okay. So this two objects already have inserted in our array list. Right? So guys, see, if I want to print this object, right? If I want to print this object, what I can do, guys? Just let me know. I can print, guys, what? That object, right? Al, correct? So guys, tell me what should be the output? What should be the output? Or you can see, guys, just copy here and paste al dot toString is there, right? So guys, tell me what should be the output. This output should be there or something else here. Something else or same output, but this time our class name is what? Array list. So can it will give this thing, guys? Tell me any idea? So first I will run the application in front of you. We will see the result. What response is coming first, right? See guys, John Gotti. So first our object is John, second is Gotti. So guys, tell me, so in this array list or in collection class, do we need to override toString method or no need? Guys, completely we no need to override toString method in all our collection class. Why? Because by default toString method is overridden in all our collection class. That's why we are not able to see such type of response. If it is not overridden, right, then you can see such type of response. Yes or no, guys? I hope you clear this concept, right? So guys, just simple thing keep in mind, right? So if this toString method is already overridden in the class, that means directly we can see what? the expected result. If toString method is not overridden, so we can't see the expected result. We can see what? Class name at the rate of hash code. That is get third concept. First concept is string class, then wrapper class, then all collection class guys. So guys, now this is last. So what I'm going to explain now, this is last concept, but it's very important guys. See what the concept guys. So in this class guys, just tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing guys. What is our this class name? What is our this class name guys? toString. Suppose if I want to create object of this toString class guys. Suppose this is our class, right? If I want to create some object of this class, what I can do guys? I can do here. Suppose t equals to new what? toString, right? Guys, suppose t dot what? No need to t dot, directly we can print result guys, right? Sys out if I want to print guys t, right? We're going to print t, right? And suppose if you want to print what? T dot toString, right? T dot toString. Guys, tell me what should be the response here. This time guy we may get this result. This time guy we may get this result guy. What result guy? This result. What? Package name, then add the package name, then what? Class name at the rate of hash code. So guys, this time we'll get this response. Why? I will explain. Just give me a moment. First, let me run this application. Right? Guys, see. Let me run this application. So guys, see what you can see. Guys, see what I have told. So package name, then class name at the rate of hash code. You're getting or not? Why? You know very well, better than me now. You know better than me now. Why? Because this is our custom class. What I have created here, toString class, right? So this in toString class, there is no any overridden of toString method. There is no any toString method is overridden. So if you want to see what the result, okay, what exact result, then you need to override this toString method in your class. In your class guys. Yes or no? In your class you need to override this what? toString method, right? So guys, see how I'm going to override. Just see guys very carefully. So public string, right? toString. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no, tell me. And you need to return guys. So what you need to return guys? What you want to print. Suppose I'm going to return guys test. Return test guys. Yes or no? You want to return test, right? You want to print guys return test. So you can print this result, right? So guys, now we can run the application. See result is coming, expected or not. See guys, you are able to see or not. So guys, it means what? Whatever we are going to override as per requirement, that thing you are able to see in your console output. Yes or no? In the console output you can see that is test, because after overriding toString method in your class, right? So this is, it depends upon your requirement. Already I have told you what is method overriding. So if child class is not satisfied with the parent class implementation, so your parent class is object class. So if I am not satisfied with the parent class implementation, right? So parent class implementation, what is providing? Providing what? com.app.java.lang package dot what? that test2string at the rate of what? Hash code. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? So if I'm not satisfied with this thing, so we are going to override toString method as per our requirement in our class. Then only we can able to see our expected what we are going to return. So guys, what we conclude here? So guys, see, then listen carefully, guys. So all wrapper class, all collection class, string class, string buffer, string builder, toString method is overridden. Okay, for meaningful string representation, guys. Hence, it is highly recommended to override toString method in our class also, if you want to print the result as per our what requirement. Got it, guys? That is, guys, this complete video about toString method. In which scenario we need to override, in which scenario we should not what override our toString method. Guys, this is complete explanation of toString method in our object class. So guys, this is the first method what I explained very completely, right? That is toString method, when and how we need to use this toString method in our project as well. If you will have such type of complete or what clear concept in your mind, then you can implement anything related to the toString. toString means, guys, simple to get the string representation of any Java object. We want to get what? We want to get the string representation of any Java object. We need to use what? toString method. If you are not going to override toString method, so what we can see the result as class name as it of hash code. Why? Because this is by default implementation available for toString method in object class. That's it, guys. I hope all of you got all the clarification of our toString method end to end. Thank you, guys. So as of now, that's it from this video. Okay. So guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and share among your friends. Okay, which will more what motivated to me, right? So such a video I will bring in coming days as well. But as of now, we have so many methods in our class. I will explain one by one. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Take care. We'll meet in next video very soon.